the years, there have been a number of gruesome and unusual crimes in Austin, from serial killers to the Austin serial bomber. And while criminals have evolved over the years, so has the technology to catch them. The longest-serving homicide detective at the Austin Police Department knows that well.
Tonight, he gives our Sally Hernandez a rare inside look at the cutting-edge technology to catch a killer.
I mean, we live murder and mayhem day in and day out.
How many homicide cases have you been involved in?
Well, to date, I've assisted with the investigation of over 300.
As lead investigator in the Austin Homicide Unit, Detective David Fugit is relentless.
I'm always thinking about what has been done, what else can be done. This affects every aspect of our lives.
On behalf of all of us, thank you, David.
He solves some of Austin's most horrific crimes.
With the evolving technology, we're able to process those crime scenes faster, and we're able to solve crimes
much faster than when he started.
If somebody told you 15 years ago as a detective fresh on the scenes of the homicides that we would one day have this kind of technology today, what would you say?
I wouldn't even imagine. I wouldn't have been able to even wrap my head around it. At the time when I first started in homicide in 2003, we were using 35mm film. We had a number of Polaroid Spectra cameras that were still assigned to the homicide unit in 2003. They were commercially available in 1986, but we still used them. I couldn't merely just snap a photo and send it as I could today.
But today, things are different.
Significantly, technology over the course of time, what may have been fodder for science fiction enthusiasts, even 15 years ago, has really come about. It's come of age.
Some of the newest technology out there, Detective Fugit can now send microscopic DNA found at the scene of a murder to this lab. It takes that DNA and uses software called Snapshot to predict what the suspect may look like, putting a face to the crime and narrowing down the suspect pool.
They can give us information on a person's ancestry, eye color, hair color, whether the person has freckles, skin tone, even the shape of a person's face.
What used to take investigators days to map out a crime scene can now take minutes with this, a 3D laser scanner. It scans millions of points a minute using light to create a 3D model like this. It virtually freezes a crime scene so investigators can access it anytime. Detective Fugit says they used it in the investigation of Austin's serial bomber to better understand the exploding packages at front doors.
We basically placed it at the seat of the explosion, and we're able to map that scene in hours and capture all those points. And we can now, weeks later, go back and look at the diagrams that it produced and determine, you know, the trajectory and where the individual was standing when the bomb was set off.
And the use of drones in investigations has become as widespread as this research field in San Marcos.
This is a 26-acre body decomposition outdoor research lab, and this is where scientists are using drones to search for a body in a field, even figure out how long a person has been dead.
And this would have been particularly helpful back in 2014. I had a case where a Labrador retriever got out of an owner's backyard and returned the following morning with a human skull.
It took Detective Fugit and his team days to search the area for the rest of the bones.
And just to think, if we would have had the technology with the drones and the near-infrared lights, that would have saved so much time.
And with all the changes in technology at Detective Fugit's hands,
it's crucial that we stay ahead as new technology replaces the old technology.
Sally Hernandez, KXAN News.
Thanks, Sally. Detective Fugit also tells us surveillance cameras have helped tremendously over the years. 6 years ago, when cameras went up along the entertainment district, it helped him track down a murder suspect by following him for hours on tape and focusing in on a tattoo that led to his arrest. Online now, more about what Fugit sees for the future, like holograms of a crime scene for a jury to walk through the case during trials. It's on the homepage of KXAN.com right now.